Browns and the Vikings. Fascinating game. Great game at 1 o'clock here. Looks like across the board, primarily, Kyle, you got 2.5 at FanDuel, but it's really 2s across the board. Yeah. Over under in this one, 51.5. Maybe some 52s out there. Brett Rivers in PA and also Parks in PA with 52. I see 2 really good offenses here. I do. I see 2 defenses that somewhat are vulnerable, so I'm looking towards points. But you still have to wait, because if you're betting a total in this game, you know you want to see, make sure Odell Beckham gets through the practice week healthy. Limited practice yesterday, just trying to gauge to see how that knee, maybe some swelling. But he looked good in his first time back. Dalvin Cook got in a limited practice yesterday. We'll see if he makes it to the starting gate. He's generally a tough kid. But you do have Madison, who's a decent backup. Kirk Cousins is playing good football. Also, Baker Mayfield playing good football. I see both of these offenses moving the football here. I can see either team win this one. So that's why I'm going to lean on the points in this one, Kyle. Any thoughts here? What are we looking at here between the Browns and the Vikes?
I think you hit the nail on the head. And look, I like the Vikings exponentially better at home, and I love those weapons on the outside. They are going to have some decent matchups. But again, look, Troy Hill has been a terrific addition to that Cleveland secondary, coming over from the Rams in the slot, getting a 0.14 fantasy points per route ran against a 9% completion rate on target. It's absolutely phenomenal. And as well as Greg Newsome on the outside as well has been very good. And their best defensive back, Denzel Ward, he's the one kind of bringing up the tail end of all of that. You also keep in mind Cleveland right now through the first 3 weeks only giving up 3.1 yards per carry. We're not exactly sure if Dalvin Cook is going to be there. If you're liking Minnesota, you would kind of want Dalvin Cook to be there involved in the passing game. He's electric out of the backfield. We just don't know. Limited in practice. There's a chance he's going to play. He sent out the tweet saying he's extremely confident. What the hell does that mean? That doesn't mean a damn thing to anybody until you're on the field and actually playing. So this is a really tough one. I do agree there's going to be points. When you look at that Minnesota secondary, it might be the worst in all of football right now. And it's crazy because you think, hey, they upgraded, they got rid of the Cam Dantzlers and all these terrible outside Jeff Gladney. They bring in Patrick Peterson and Bashaud Breeland. Bashaud Breeland has been absolutely dreadful. He looks slow.
Yeah, it's been bad.
So there's now you wish they had Jarvis Landry. Obviously, that would help things. But Odell Beckham's going to be on that side of the field 38% of the time. Big plays over Bashaud Breeland and Patrick Peterson are absolutely here. I don't know who's going to win this game. I think Cleveland's running game should be able to dominate. That Vikings defense is not very good. But the Vikings should be able to score points at home with those terrific outside receivers. So way too nervous to pick a side here. I'm with you. I went the total over. Now, it's a big total. It's not like you're getting a cheap price here, 51.5. That's about the sweet spot, though, right? You get that, that 28-24 type of game here. You get 52 points, you hit the over. That's what I'm expecting in this one. I think 28-24 makes a ton of sense here. It's a grind out. If I was picking a side, just leaning aside, I would take Cleveland because I like their defense a little bit more. But I think the bet in this game, I'm with you, is that over 51.5.
Kirk Cousins, sensational. 74% completion rate on the season. 8 touchdowns, no interceptions, 318 yards per game. And that was a big-time win last week versus the Seahawks where he outplayed Russell Wilson. They dominated the game without Dalvin Cook. And you talk about big plays, and maybe you're not happy with the wide receivers for Cleveland, but you got that 1-2 punch in the backfield of Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. You should get points in this one. I don't see guys punting all that much here. In a dome, no worries. But also Minnesota. A couple of bounces here or there. They're 3-0 in the season.